Hey guys, Braydoz here, and welcome to a bit of a different video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the first announcement trailer for Cities Skylines After Dark. This is probably the highlight for me for Gamescom. Obviously the new Sims 4 expansion pack was announced. I'll probably do an analysis on the trailer of that as well, but for now this is what I'm the most excited about, Cities Skylines After Dark. It's really got me pumped for the game. Cities Skylines will be coming back on the channel, by the way, because this has really got me pumped for it. And it's just, I really wanted a day-night cycle because I think City Skylines would not only look beautiful with night textures and all the lights and everything on, but I think adding some extra gameplay features for nighttime would really spice up the game a little bit. And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. So I'll get out for a second and you guys can watch the trailer.
It's fun we've agreed to build up a city. For those cities have skylines, and boy are they pretty. We follow our citizens all through the day, as they drive, as they work, as they shop, as they play. We build them fine roads, happy farms, and new schools. We pipe water into their swell swimming pools. Yes, by day all our citizens thrive, as they work, as they play, and exchange a high five. But we've wondered, we have, as I'm sure you all might, what our citizens do in our cities at night.
Alright, so there you have it. That is City Skylines After Dark. It looks pretty cool. Like I said, the announcement trailer, it's just sort of an announcement, a first look at it. To build up hype, and it's certainly done that. So we don't get to see a whole lot of it, but at the end you do get to see a bit of nighttime, which is pretty damn cool. So I guess we'll go over and have a look at that and see exactly what we get to see with that little bit of nighttime there at the end. All right, so let's just have a bit of a look, and we'll see the bus driving around, and then it sort of zooms out, and let's just slow it down so we can have a bit of a look at what happens. So let's just pause it and have a bit of a look. So you can see it's just sort of a shot of the city from above, basically, and you can see the shadows starting to come over very slowly, and then the lights flicker on there, and as it fades out you can sort of see the lights coming on, and it looks very pretty. It's such a tease, isn't it? I know it's like an announcement teaser trailer, but damn, it's just such a tease to look at it. It just, I don't know, the game looks really pretty. Seeing all those lights come on for the first time, and everything getting darker, and the shadows and the new different lighting, it's going to be really exciting to see. It's going to be very pretty, and make an already pretty damn beautiful game look even prettier. But now I suppose we'll have a bit of a look at the notes and release notes, or sort of little bit of information that Paradox Interactive have released about the expansion. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so excited. It obviously doesn't have a release date yet. We'll probably get that later. I assume we'll have like a release date trailer or something, so they'll announce when it's going to be released, and then we'll get a full gameplay trailer or something. FYI, I will do an analysis of that as well, because I'm super excited about this. You all know how much I love City Skylines, and to get an expansion for it is pretty cool. But let's just read the notes that they have given us. Nighttime is fun time. Damn straight it is. After Dark is the first expansion pack to the hugely popular classic City Simulation, City Skylines. The game expands on the repertoire of features and customizations designed to enhance the thrill as well as maintain the challenge of city building experience. So the main features that they've said is obviously a day-night cycle. Day and night changes in the city and affects citizens' schedules. Traffic is visibly slower at night, and some zoned areas do not work with full efficiency, further easing traffic. Service vehicles move around as usual, a free update for all users. So some of the things will be released in a free update, other things will only be available to people who obviously buy the expansion. So the interesting points there, traffic is visibly slower at night, and some zoned areas don't work with full efficiency. That's going to be quite good. So what I expect this means is that things like offices and industry zones aren't going to be operating at full efficiency, so there's not going to be as many trucks and things moving out. Like obviously at nighttime the shops aren't going to be operating at full efficiency, so there's not going to be as many people moving throughout the city. So basically at night we will have a much easier time managing traffic. And I assume with this as well we might have rush hours in the mornings and in sort of the afternoons. I'm not sure if we will, but that would be quite interesting to see. So that's going to be quite interesting actually. Just getting to see the traffic change at different times of the day. So it's much slower at night. Some buildings not operating fully. after dark. Yeah, after dark, see what I did there. And then coming back up to full efficiency during the day. That'll be quite interesting, and I'm quite sort of excited to see how that actually affects the built sort of traffic systems that we've built. I don't know if it's going to affect it too much, if it's just going to completely screw over everything, or it's going to take the load off. I'm not sure, but I'm interested to see. Now, there's obviously going to be new leisure specializations. Commercial areas can specialize in leisure activities. Leisure areas are especially active during the night, but work like regular commercial areas during the day. So we see forestry and oil and coal and everything expansions or specializations for industry. So we'll get leisure specializations for commercial now. So these things will obviously be especially effective at night, as they said. So what we might end up having is like your regular commercial zones will sort of slow down during the night, but then areas where you have specialized leisure activities and things, these might actually ramp up during the night. So you'll have to focus traffic on certain places. That'll be really interesting for traffic flow. I mean, one of the big things with City Skylines is managing traffic, and I love it. And I think all these activities are going to really, all these additions, are going to make it really quite interesting. There's also a beach specialization. Commercial areas such as beach bars and restaurants, small marinas and fishing tours on the shoreline can specialize in beach activities. So we're going to get extra stuff, I assume. So we'll be getting restaurants and marinas and fishing tours and everything. And we can actually specialize them with beach activities. So this is going to be quite interesting. I like this. So if we sort of put together the leisure specializations and the beach specializations with the tours and everything, we could have like an entire separate mini city away from the main city, like set by the beach, which is built entirely at night. So that will be pretty damn cool. I'm quite interested to see how that works. So you could have a lot of different leisure activities spread away from the city. So if you want to keep the city sort of clear at night, you can put them out in a different area by the beach away from the city and force everything out there during the night. And then once that closes off, it'll go back to normal during the day, and it doesn't clog up everything once daytime comes around. That'll be quite interesting. That's probably a good tactic to use, maybe. I don't know. I'm just sort of rambling and thinking, I don't know, maybe this, maybe that. I don't know. We will see. Also, we're going to get some expanded city services. Criminals will now be taken to prison from the police buildings. That's going to be quite cool. So, we don't really have prisons now. We just sort of arrest people and they sort of stay. I don't really pay much attention to how police works because the police aren't really that useful because there's not much crime. But obviously we're going to get a reworked police system, which will be cool. Taxi services will help citizens and tourists travel around the city. That's going to be cool. So we'll have taxis as well as buses. I like that. So we'll have like New York. We could have massive high rises and there's just yellow taxis everywhere. I like that. Cargo hubs are harbors that accept cargo trains straight to the terminal. International Airport is a huge airport, allowing much more traffic than the previous airport. It has a metro station attached to it. Bus terminals allow citizens to transfer to other bus lines in the terminal building. Now, there's going to be a bunch more public transport options. So I'm assuming these sort of nighttime things are going to have a pretty big effect on traffic if they're giving us all this extra stuff. Hopefully we'll actually be able to take advantage of tourism. Tourism wasn't really a big thing, or isn't really a big thing in the base game. At least I haven't been able to really get much out of it. So hopefully this will give us a bit of an inroad to try and succeed in that little bit. So International Airport, that's going to be cool. It's got a metro terminal attached to it. So, if you can get lots of people coming in for tourism, put that International Airport in and everything will blossom and bloom. And then, of course, bus terminals allow citizens to transfer to other bus lines in the terminal building so they can all sort of gather in the terminal and then just spread out to the other bus lines, which will be quite cool. Then we have, lastly, some new transportation options. Bikes and dedicated bike lanes and bikeways let citizens opt for a faster alternative to walking. Bus lanes can be used to help the public transportation run smoother. Cool! So we'll have bikes, which will be good. So we'll have dedicated bike lanes on the roads. That's going to be incredibly irritating because I don't know about you, the morning commute is really slowed down a lot of the time by cyclists. There should be a law where if there's a cyclist in the way, you should be allowed to run them over in your car. I'm not talking like people who are just riding their bike to work. I've got no problem if you're riding your bike to work. I'm talking about actual cyclists, spandex-clad assholes, You just want to run them over. But I don't know. I guess in this case, it's people just trying to get to work. So I'm quite happy with that. So obviously that'll bring some new options as well and some new traffic management into the game. But that's basically it. Let's just have one last look at that little shot at the... Oh, look at it blending into it. It's so pretty. It's lovely. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited too, but thanks for watching this trailer analysis. Hopefully we'll get a bit more of a look at the game once we get another trailer, and I will obviously be back to have a look at that. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Until then, as always, stay awesome.
Everybody.